Hello everyone, and welcome to my first video on this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Minecraft paper server, a high performance server. And I'm also going to show you how to do it without port forwarding, so that your friends can also join the server, but you don't have to go through the tedious work of going into your router settings and creating different ports and making it work. So, first things first, go into your desktop folder in File Explorer and create a new folder. I'm gonna name this folder paper server. So now that we have created that folder, open it. Now, before we do anything in here, what you need to do is go into this website. If you don't have Java installed on your system, go to Java Downloads and find the x64 installer. You don't need the MSI installer or any other installer that you see here. You need this one, development kit, and this is the newest version as far as I know, and download the x64 installer. Now, if you have any problems with Java, for some reason you have a problem, the server doesn't start, go into, click the start button, type uninstall, and click on auto remove programs. Here, type Java in the search box. If you see anything else, or if you already have this, you don't have to install, or if you have any other versions of Java listed here, uninstall them, restart your PC, then come here, install this one. After Java has been installed, you can go here to paper.mc and you can download the latest version of Minecraft 1.18.1 server, paper server. Keep in mind, this might be a different number because they update it regularly. This is the newest version as of now. Keep in mind that these are early builds of the Minecraft server. So I suggest you do they suggest on the website that you do regular backups. I've used, in my personal experience, I've used the paper server and for 1.18.1, and I haven't had any problems. Now, if for some reason you want a stable Minecraft server, go to paper 1.17.1 and you can play on and you can download the 1.17.1, which is the default channel, not the experimental one. Now, I want to play on the newest version, so I'm going to download number 103.jar. Now, we're gonna go to the desktop and put it in the folder that we just created. Put this in there. Okay. Now, the next step is go back into that folder and create a new text document. But before you do anything to it, go into View if you are on Windows 11 and click Show. Hover over the Show button and make sure that file name extensions are ticked. Now, go inside this document like that. Okay. Now, I want you to type this command or this text, which I'm going to leave in the description below. Now, before you do anything else, click on paper 1.18.1, click the rename button and copy the whole, even jar, copy everything here, copy it, and don't rename it, just copy it. Go into this text file and make sure that paper.jar is renamed to this. Make sure the name is correct. Now, before we close this document and rename it, first things first, here you're gonna put how much RAM your server can use. Now, to make sure that you have enough RAM for your PC to run, open Task Manager. On Windows 11, you right click on the Start button, you go to Task Manager, you go to Performance, and you click on Memory. Here I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. You can see in the right corner here. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, which means that I can give the server 4 gigabytes. You can also give 8. I haven't had any problems with giving 8, but I would suggest giving 4 gigabytes to the server if you have 16 gigabytes. If you have more RAM, for example 32 gigabytes, you can give 8. If you have 128, you can give 16, and so on. But I have 16 and I'm gonna give 4. Make sure that your system has memory left for other programs to run on your computer. This no GUI means no graphical user interface, which you can leave like this. It doesn't really matter. If you want to have a graphical interface so you can see better which players join everything, you can delete this, and if you don't want it, you can just keep it. Now that we have done that, click Save and close this file. Now click here, click on Rename and type Start. You can name this anything you want, as long as after the dot it says bat. Now that we have done that, click Enter, click Yes, and the icon should change. If the icon didn't change, that means you didn't tick this. Okay. After that's done, you can click on this 2 times and start the server. Now this might take some time if you started for the first time. Now as you can see, the server failed. This is because we haven't agreed to the EULA.txt. Click any key to continue. This will close the server. Now go into EULA.txt and type true here. True. And click on File, Save, and we can exit this. Now, here in the server properties, I'm going to show you some settings which you might want to change. Show more options and then open Notepad. And in here, you might want to change some settings before you start the server again. I would suggest changing the difficulty of the server. Here you can change the difficulty to hard, peaceful. I like to keep my server on hard difficulty. You can change the game mode from survival. Wait, you might not be able to see. Let me zoom here. You might want to change here the server to something else, maybe creative. I don't know, whatever you like. Now, here that says mod TD, this is where you know how you name your server in the server lists in Minecraft, and under the name there is some text that says something. Here you can change this text. I'm going to show you. This is the name I'm going to put here, and there are many other settings here. There are plenty of videos that go in more detail about each setting, but you don't have to change anything else here. Click Save and exit. Now we can start the server again. This time the server should start normally. You just gotta wait for it. Be patient. After you see timings reset, usually that means the server is on. Okay, now I have opened Minecraft here. The problem is I'm losing frames, so I might be lagging a lot right now because I haven't set my recording correctly for opening games. But after the server is running, go into multiplayer, click add server. Here, you're gonna name the server whatever you like, that doesn't matter. Just type something. In the server address bar, type local host and click done. As you can see, the server is online and I can join it. I can join the server absolutely fine. Now I'm losing a lot of frames, so this might be lagging, which I'm sorry about. But the server is working. Now, you want to disconnect. After all of this, I've showed you how you can join in the server, but if you have friends that are not in the same house or are not on the same network, won't be able to join. So here is how I'm going to show you a fix that doesn't require you to use tedious work going to your router settings and doing port forwarding. So I'm going to keep the server running here. I'm out of Minecraft so that I stop losing frames and it doesn't lag anymore. Go into your browser here and go to this website, which I'm going to leave links to all of the websites in the description, so don't worry. Click on Minecraft Java here and go through the steps. Do you already have a Minecraft server set up? Yes. Are you able to connect to the server? Yes. Download play.gg, go ahead and click on that link. Download the Windows 64-bit version. I already have this installed. Now open it after it's installed. And it should open another window here. Don't worry about it. Go back to this one, the first one, and click done. Now, account added, detected, okay? It should say account detected. Manage your tunnel. Click here. It says I'm not logged in. Now, get logged in. Authenticate with Discord. Okay. After we have set up Discord and you have logged in, you see this URL here. Click enable if it's not enabled. After this is enabled, give this to your friends and they should be able to join the server with no problems. This is absolutely free. There is a paid version if you want a custom domain, if you want a custom IP for your friends to join. You might have to buy it, but it's free to use. Up to 64 people can join in your server, no problems there, and it should be fine. Now, that's everything. It's every step I showed you till now is free, and you can run your own Minecraft server on your own PC. It works amazingly. Thank you all for watching. Okay. Okay, now let's say you're finished playing and you want to close the server. How would you do that? Well, first of all, type save all here. Click save all, and the game should be saved. And now type stop. Stop. Don't click here to stop the server, or you might have lost progress inside the server, or it might get corrupted and you might have a problem. Now that we have done this, you can click on any key to stop it. You can close this. That's everything. Now, inside the folder where I have the server here, you can do is make a backup of it. It's important to make a backup of it. So go into desktop. It's very easy to make a backup of the folder. Just click here, copy, and then just paste it back onto the desktop. Keep in mind, this doesn't have to be done on the desktop. You can do it anywhere you like on the system, and it should work. Now you have the copy of the server, and if you want to update it, you update this one, you have the copy with the old server jar. So this is how you do it. Thank you all for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.